all, Rob Cairns here. I'm the CEO and Chief Creator of Amazing Ideas at StunningDigitalMarketing.com. I hope everybody's doing well on this Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Make sure you wear red and tell the people around you love them. Today I wanted to deviate from my normal podcast. I might talk about business, life, productivity, WordPress security, business, advertising, business lessons, and more. Today I wanted to be a little transparent and share with you all our love story. It's a little different. Fairy tales sometimes do happen, and I'd kind of like to take you through it in the interest of transparency and tell you what happened. 21 years ago, I met a lady in a Yahoo chat group by the name of Jill Mclean. We actually socialized as a group, and we dated for a while. Jill had 2 young daughters, I had a young son from other relationships, and timing just wasn't right. So we stayed as friends. A friendship that was really important to me, actually. And continued that friendship over the years. And sometimes, being really good friends is really important, and nobody should discontinue that. Then about 4 years ago, I came out of a really bad relationship. I'd lived with somebody for multiple years. And frankly, Jill and I went out for dinner a couple times just to talk and be supportive of each other. And we really enjoyed doing that. And then that kind of progressed a little bit. And Jill said to me one day on the phone, I'm thinking about going on vacation. And what do you know about Niagara Falls? Knowing Niagara Falls, Ontario is one of my happy places in the world. And by coincidence, I had booked a trip to Niagara Falls that morning. And I said to Jill, why don't you come with me? No expectations, just come. Enjoy the week. Enjoy a couple days. Let's go have some fun. And anyway, the long and short of it was, that was in 2016. And Jill went to Niagara Falls with me. And we just started spending more and more time together. My aunt in September turned 90. My aunt Nada. And Jill went with me to that trip. And in 2017, on January the 13th, Friday the 13th at that, I proposed. And needless to say, Jill said yes. And on August the 8th, 2017, Jill Mclean became Jill Mclean-Cairns. And we were married in, of all places, a wedding chapel, a nice wedding chapel in Niagara Falls, Ontario. And the only ones we took was our kids. And didn't really tell anybody that it was happening until after the fact. And our friend Chris. And unfortunately, Chris passed away shortly thereafter, and both Jill and I miss him dearly. And then my mom insisted we have some parties, and we had a drop-in at my mom's house, and then a big family friends party after that. The reason I talk about this is sometimes some of the best things in life take time to work themselves out. And in our case, it took 19 years to work itself out. It's pretty special. And what I will say is I love Jill very much. I love you, babe. And thank you for being part of my life. And thank you for sharing this journey. I was married before 50, barely, for the first time, even though I had lived with other people. Jill had lived with some other people and was never married. And it's funny how sometimes things go full circle. And sometimes it's almost like a bit of a fairy tale. Things you read about in books, you hear about on TV where a couple got together, and you never think it would happen to you. I have a good friend of mine and his wife who know 3 people this happened to in the same year. And all I'll say is, those of you who think you're later in life and it won't work out, have hope. It might. And, and frankly, I say this a lot, I'm a pretty lucky guy. I love you, Jill. And I want to thank you all for listening. and let me share with you our story a little bit and remind you there is hope for you. As always, Rob Cairns, CEO and Chief Creator of Amazing Ideas at StunningDigitalMarketing.com. If you want to subscribe to our free marketing newsletter, go to StunningDigitalMarketing.com/free. If you want to hit me up, you can email me at vip@StunningDigitalMarketing.com, or feel free to tweet at me at Rob Cairns. I'm also pretty active in many Facebook groups, so if you want to say hello or have a question, feel free to drop me a line and ask. I'm also on LinkedIn. For your marketing needs, please hit us up. We're also your WordPress security experts. We know how to lock a website down and how to protect you and give you a fighting chance. And that's what you need in today's business world. As always, this podcast is dedicated to my late father, Bruce Cairns. It'll be 10 years in July. I miss you, Dad, every day, and I love you. You know, folks, I hope you all have an amazing day. Keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars, and make your business succeed.